You say, oh, I'm live. Hey guys, I'm side lit. My lighting's perfect. This is my good side. Is it? I'm trying to look. Whatever. Hey everybody, how are you? My glasses are dirty. I am enjoying a Sokasani water. If you're a fan, you know that this tastes like drinking water out of a hose. Oh, also, I'm 20 minutes late because I started playing PlayStation. Forgot I was going to go live. It is what it is. I'm just chatting today. I hit the road tomorrow, and I'm basically going to be gone for 2 weeks. We're going to come home one day. I'm so glad that I was live yesterday and that Amy over at Apple Tree was paying it or watching. I get a text from her saying, "What day are you coming?" And I'm like, "Tuesday." And they're like, "Because you're teaching on Tuesday." And I'm like, "No, I'm flying in on Tuesday." So I had to go mad rush yesterday evening to go change flights and everything. Oh, I have a coaster. Sorry, I'm gonna be like walking around. I'm working. Just want to say that I have an AccuQuilt for over a year and I use it, but makes me want to know. I love my AccuQuilt. Let me say, Dawn, I've had my AccuQuilt since like they came out. I don't know if it's since they came out, but we've had it at least 4. We probably had it for about 6 or 7, and we used it a bit in the beginning, and then stopped using it for some reason. And now, like, I love the thing. I mean, let me see. You're sitting on all my bins of squares. Ow. So these are somebody asked where I got these art bins. They're from Joann's. They're art bins. I actually hate art bins, but they did what I needed to. So there's one set. And so this one's full except for I'm going to put the color number 1. So this has 20 colors in it, all 2-inch squares. And I put, when I bought the fabric, they marked which kind of fabric they are. So you'll see little stickers in there that say what they are. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 more colors to cut, and then all my blue. And the blue is a big one. I think I have to cut 60 strips. So I figured I'm going to do that while I'm going to talk to you. But I'm also going to have some mineral water. It's Sokasani mineral water from the high mountains of Peru. And this is the one that I say tastes like you were drinking out of a hose. I brought my hey Rice. I brought my coaster over here. I don't know why, because it's in the way. I have to say, with just this project, I've got my money's worth from the AccuQuilt, from the Laura Star, from this AccuQuilt die, the 2-inch strip die, like from my table, like everything. And I'm going to subcut all of this. I could. No, we're just going to subcut them all into 8.5-inch strips. Because I'm cutting 8-inch strips. How should I do? Well, I'm going to have to do it like that. I'm cutting 8-inch strips. This is going to be bad news bears right here. I already know it. I'm cutting 4 2-inch strips, and the die needs we'll cut an 8-inch strip. So I got all of my fabric. So this is 3.5 yards, 3 3/4 yards. I don't know, something around there. And I'm going to subcut it using my 8.5. Oh, that scared me. Using my 8.5-inch ruler, and then I'll be able to do it. I need 15 cuts. That's crazy, by the way. That's a lot of 2-inch squares. I'm going to go look at I made a spreadsheet for this. So I need a total of, I need almost 2,000 squares. So I need 59.7 strips, counting 20 squares per strip, 2-inch strips. I did a whole calculation of how much I need. All right. Well, there we go. There you have it. Did I just get rid of my life? Oh, no, there you are. Adam, can you show the edge of your lime green and yellow quilt with the no-show binding? Robin, I can't because it's like over in a luggage ready packed for tomorrow. It's you can see pictures of it somewhere. Um, it's all packed up, ready to go. There are definitely pictures of it. Um, is this the Pro Stitcher quilt along? No, this is a Tilda quilt. There's pictures on it on my timeline somewhere, Robin. If you text me, if you message me in 2 days when that luggage is open and things are out, I will definitely send you a picture of it. I won't remember to take a picture of it, but I can send you one if you message me. But you have to message me in 2 days because you message me today, I'm gonna forget. Um, Hold on. This is the first cut, and it's not quite straight. There. Now I can cut once. So now I just need 15 of these. Yeah, so I mean 12. I need 1,200 2-inch squares of just this color. I think so. If I look, I'm going back to the spreadsheet. As of now, I've done all of my colors up to where's aubergine? Lavender pink. No, if I do this. So right now I have 69. What's 69 times 20? I have 1,380 squares cut. Wow, that really, wow. When you say it like that, oh, that's a lot. They make a 2-inch square and a 2-inch square. They do make a die that's 2-inch square. I think I have both of those, Patty. This is so much faster. So much faster. This will be the way I make my squares from now on. I was actually going to use the die and the 2-inch square die, and I bought it for this project. But then I tried one, and you'll see me do it the first time in the video that releases this week because I used the 3.5. I used the 2-inch and the 3.5-inch for the Pro Stitcher quilt along, and I did it, and I was shocked. The quilt I'm making is the Tilda Flower Vase Embroidery Quilt. It is a free pattern at Tilda's World. If you go watch the live from yesterday, I posted a link. But it's like, I don't know exactly how many because I forgot, but we're going to say 2,600 2-inch squares, which is super fun to make. It actually hasn't been bad. And I would be done because, yes, I think it was yesterday when I went live. For those of you looking at AccuQuilt stuff, by the way, our friends at Apple Tree Quilting in Columbia, Missouri, if you shop there, it already has the sale price on the dies. But if you use the code ASF10, you'll get 10% off the sale price of AccuQuilt stuff from them. They are, if you see AccuQuilt on my channel, that's who I get it from. Big fans of the channel and supporters of the channel with the different things. Basically, if it's Tilda, I got it from them. If it is AccuQuilt, I got it from them. If you ever go into the shop, Eric and Amy are the owners. Eric makes fresh bread every day. Delicious. And we're going to be there in 2 weeks doing classes. So if you're looking for classes, we have a advanced Pro Stitcher class. We have basics classes. So you can come get a little bit of everything. I have been told, I mean, and this is from other people, that our basics classes are so good that everybody, even if they've had a machine for 15 years, has learned stuff. I didn't make that up. Somebody told me. Do you pay your AccuQuilt and take it to the shows? Oh, do I pack my AccuQuilt? No, I do not. No, the thing's too heavy. I bought a table so I wouldn't even have to, pick it up and down off of the shelf it was on. I am friends with the AccuQuilt people, though. So it's funny every time. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to talk to Barbara yesterday. I totally forgot. Oh my gosh. We'll see if I remember today. I'm so bad at remembering things. which is why, Robin, I said you're going to have to message me because I won't remember. I might have been at Louis Vuitton the other day. Bryce, you'll like this. I was at Louis Vuitton the other day taking pictures of things for somebody else. I did leave with the wallet. And one of the guys that we have our girl we always work with, but there was a guy there that's always super friendly and we're always talking to him and stuff. And he always swings by to see what we're looking at and things. I don't know if I've ever gotten his name, but I'm also so bad with names I wouldn't remember. 1, 2, 3. And so I asked him what his name was. And he told me. And promptly, as soon as I left the place, I couldn't remember what his name was. It starts with an A. I think it's Anthony, but it could be Antonio. So I told Ben, he's like, you're so bad. So cutting, do you have a lot of waste of fabric? It depends. I'll show you in a second. You have to cut the fabric larger than the dies. So you're going to get a little bit of waste, but I wouldn't say a lot of waste. It just depends on if you're a subcutter or not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I know people who will just throw the fabric on and cut it. I'm not that. I don't like a ton of waste. And let's see, whenever I get it, I posted a picture of like the squares yesterday. It might have been yesterday, and you can see like the little tiny bit that I got like of waste that I got off the sides. But here's the thing: if I was cutting this by hand, I'm only going to get 20 cuts a strip. I need 2-inch cuts. I'm not going to use the selvage, and I usually give myself 3/4 inch on each side. Like that's what I cut off when I cutting off the selvage. So I feel like I'm not getting it's not a big deal of waste on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And honestly, I thought about it. I would rather have some waste and save some time than deal with there's going to be a little bit of waste. My time is more valuable than that tiny bit of waste. And I know that's personal preference. Everybody thinks different. That's just me. Or it might be some of you too, but that's definitely me. And it's way more accurate than I cut. I can tell you that for sure. And I feel like I might not have got enough yardage of this. 1, 2. Oh no. I thought I got an extra set. Also, I can't believe I'm cutting this without having pressed it. I hate that. Mother humper. Mother. I think that's where I just messed up. I just cut that off on accident. I didn't think there was another layer there. Okay, so I have 1, 2. Oh, no, never mind. I can use this back side of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that'll be fine. I think actually. Huh. Oh, that scared me. I was like, I almost had to hand cut something for a second. 5. I'm trying to think of what's going on. I'm excited. We're back on the road tomorrow. We'll be in McPherson, Kansas. And we will be teaching basics and pro stitcher and everything, Mickey and I. So Mickey and I are in McPherson, Kansas this week, Columbia, Missouri next week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we the week after that? Vacation. Let's see. Did I get my Neverfull? I did get my Neverfull. Patty Towers, what kind do they cut the 2-inch strips? Did Patty ask something about squares? Oh, they should make a 2-inch square die. I thought you said, Patty. I thought you said they do. They do make one. They have a 2-inch square die. I have the 2-inch square die. I just saw it. Hold on. I have to think of what box it's in. None of those. Oh, it's not even in a box. It's right by my foot. So this is a 2-inch square die. So if you don't have yardage, if you're not doing full strips, you can just cut 6 squares at a time. And I use this quite a bit, especially when I'm making blocks. But if you cut the strips and you just fan fold the strips, it'll cut that strip right into 20. All right, I got to see what's going on. I have to see where you can. I need another Omni table. The girls from Classy Creations need to send me another Omni table for my computer. They'll be like, we'll send it. All you need to do is pay for it. Kay makes a good point. Sometimes the cutting the AccuQuilt, because the cuts are going to be a little bit different. Oh gosh, Michelle, I have a ton of boo-boos. Because cutting's a little bit different if you need a little extra. My thing is, I also thought I was a good cutter. I'm not a good cutter. And that's okay. I don't think I have a good 1/4 inch. For a long time, I thought I had a really great 1/4 inch seam. I don't think that's good either. Guess what? My quilts look good. And when I had them kit this, I'm like, just give me 1/4 yard cuts of everything. It's fine. And that was definitely way too much. No, I will not send anybody my scraps. Before you ask, I'm just going to tell you now. I think I'm on lavender. No, I think we're at plum. Let's see. I'm doing like 3 things. That's not what I want. Where are you? I lost you. I found you. You're on a different screen. I'm trying to look at other things on my screen, and you're hidden behind them. Oh, this quilt is so pretty. And I'm not going to quilt it fancy. I'm definitely just going to put in, is it? Well, look, I'm just going to put in straight lines, just like they did. I think I'm going to do the whole thing in monopoly. Because I can do that. Okay, I'm on my purple section. So where did that? I'm moving. I have so many windows open. I'm trying to move windows out of the way so I can get to the windows behind them. So I move this down. There's my embroidery flower. Aubergine, lavender, pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I am at plum. All right. Was surprised when you fan folded those strips, but gosh, that wasn't much waste. No, there's a ton. I'm asking for an AccuQuilt for my birthday. You deserve it. I'm asking for a brain for my birthday. Ow. So this is my 2-inch die. I'm just gonna line things up with this line. You can cut 6 layers at a time. 6, not 8. I think I do it this way. 6, not 8. Per the instructions, it says 6. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1. I need to remember these numbers. So like, I have this size of a cut, and I only need 2 inches. So I got some generous cuts. I know there's a few places where you can find kits for this quilt. I don't know how they kitted it. I know nothing about them. I know that I got this also from Apple Tree, and I said just give me 6 yards of everything. Or not 6 yards, give me a 1/4 yard of everything that I need at least a 1/4 of. 2, 1, 2, 1. 2. what I think happened when they were cutting these, because Tilda, the brand is from, oh, that's not what I want. I want this. They're from, they're a European brand. So, what number am I on? 39. 39 says I need 6 inches, 15 centimeters. And I feel like they probably gave me like almost 15 inches. No, I don't know. I don't know what they did. I'll take it. Extra fabric always can work. Saves my blades if I only use 6 layers. Sure. I believe that. I just can get done so much faster. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just, this one, like I need 2 of one cut, 2 of another cut, and 1 of the other 2. So I use 1/2 of the dye with 2 colors and the other half of the dye with the other 2 colors. So I never actually have that, the overlap of 8. I do feel like the dyes cut better when they have the full 6 layers in them. Do you feel like that, Carrie? 2, 1, 2, 1. I'm trying. I finished the block portion. I still have to put the borders on my Pro Stitcher quilt, my chain link quilt. And I really love the way it turned out. And I think it's because I really like my color choice. And I like the fabrics. I was showing Ben, and I said, I really like this. He's like, I like it too. And I said, I don't know if it's because of the fabrics or the color choice. He's like, I don't either, but I like it. My plan was to, before I got distracted playing video games, my plan was to do my live and cut all of the blue strips during the live, but that's not going to happen because they're not ready. Uh-oh, I lost my cutting mat. Somebody asked something. My husband said I have to stop watching you because I spend my Nadine, did you get it in Canada or did you get it in the States? And did you save money with your discount? Just tell him at least he gets us discounts on things. I heard the ladies from Magnet talk about 6 layers as max. More can harm the blades. No, that's what they say. 6 layers max. I know that every once in a while, and that's what I do most of the time. There were a few when I've been doing these because like I have all the colors on there. I'm going to fold this stuff off to the side because I don't want it to, it doesn't need to be pushed in through everything. And then I'm going to off to work out, boring, by Star. And so I lay them off to the sides, but so I'm using 2 dies here or 2 blades here and 2 blades here. So there's never really a total of 8 going across the thing. I think maybe a few times that happens, but for the most part, not really. Sorry, I have to get this started and then I'll come back to your side. I'm still maneuvering around the dirty room. Nadine, what you need to do is you need to send it to your sister's house and have her ship it to you. Although it might be too much. Hope you're doing well. Do you have a chance to know the name of the new? Sorry. I forgot what I was gonna say. I just got a little shock. Oh, I said buy stuff and have your sister ship it to you. That's what I did. I don't know if that's legal. If it's not legal, don't do that. Okay, so somebody asked about waste. So, oops. So here is the ending piece because here's the ending piece because this was the like extra. This is the rest of that strip. And I needed a 2-inch strip. So here's my 2-inch strip. So it was the piece I would have cut off anyway. When you cut the 2-inch squares, which we'll do in a minute, I'll show you that waist too. I don't find that there's a ton. What did she say? It's 2 yards. Sure, yeah. Hold on, somebody's asking about yardage for a class. Can we do 2 1/4? Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. Every so often I get a little stray little piece. Let's see. There and there. No questions. Perfect. That's weird. Oh, I must have got really close. I did find one of the strips I cut. I didn't actually have it far enough. So like when you get like this to here, it just wasn't straight. And luckily I only needed 10 squares and I'm just cutting 20 of everything. And I'm going to have a lot of squares left over. And that's okay. It's not going to hurt me any. All right. So plum, lilac, mist, and grape. And I think plum is that color. I have 70 screens open so I can see what is what. Plum, lilac, mist. That one's plum. Okay. There we are. How long do the cutting boards last on the AccuQuilt? Yes. Bryce, I have no clue. I just started using it. For you AccuQuilters, how long do the boards last? Forever? The boards last forever because they're plastic, but or the exterior is like a PVC material or something. The blades, I don't know how long until the blades dull. I guess it would kind of be how much do you actually use it though? Because I have some blades out in the garage that have lasted 7 years. They're like brand new. Because we never used it. Hundreds of cuts. I love that. Thank you, Randy. So I'm lining up. I'm going to have a total of 2, 4, 6 strips, which means I'm about to have 120 2-inch squares. And when I'm not like talking to people and I just like work and get this done, I feel like I was getting things done so fast. My problem is I start going fast. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so much farther than I thought. I'm going to go play PlayStation. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so much farther than I thought. I'm going to go do this or that. Distractions. I'm going to go finish piecing the quilt along, or I'm going to go eat some chocolate covered cherries. Patty, if you're still on here and you see Mary, tell her I just finished my cherries today and they were delicious. They weren't as good as the fresh ones, but they were covered in chocolate. All right, I'm going to go cut my squares. What should Ben and I have for dinner? That's really what the important thing is. Oh my gosh, you're in a kiddie pool. I love it. We missed you this year while we were there. All right, so somebody who asked about waste, I hope you're still here. So I'm going to get 20 squares. I have my 2 salvages. I have this. And so oh man, I have that on each one. So I'll just, here, we'll do this one. I'll just pop my salvage off. I have this little bit on the sides, and then I have my 20 squares across. And I think I can get 12 strips here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 11. So 11 strips times 20 squares a strip. They go real fast. Oh, Kelly McKenzie. Oh my gosh, everybody, it's Kelly McKenzie. She's like my counterpart over at Genome, although I think she's higher up than I would have been. She's a long arm educator at Genome, and we're going to be going live with Pro Stitcher next month. God, I can't believe it's a month. We're going to teach you guys how to do, we're going to teach you different ways to do, what are we doing, Kelly? Wedding rings. We're going to do wedding rings. We even have a cheater panel that we're going to be working on. We were talking the other day, and she has her way, and I have my way, and no way is better than the other one, but she kind of combined them. So I'm very excited. She says it's the perfectionist way versus the get it done way. I feel like all of my ways are the get it done way. But we love you over at ASF. Ooh, zucchini stuffed jalapeno poppers. That sounds delicious. Steak and steak. We can't have, well, I could have steak. Ben's a vegetarian. Hey, I just saw that you were live of more AQ than any real person should have. Rochelle, that's okay. I have more thread than anybody should have. I was laughing. There was a group, and it was like, how much thread do you have? Do you have 5 cones? Do you have 50 cones? Do you have 100 cones? Do you have more cones? Like, get out of my business and stop judging me amount of cones. And I was laughing because then people were adding categories to it. And it was like 1,000 plus, which I probably do, just ridiculous. Don't ask me why. But, I do stuff with superior thread, so I have to have the stuff for it. And oftentimes they say, well, you do this, we'll send you some cones of thread. And I will do anything for a thread cone. So I looked at the name of who added it. It was Megan Best. And she's the only one I know that has more thread than I do. Ooh, veggie lo mein sounds delicious. I don't know if we have a good Chinese place here. We do like Thai. We get Thai quite a bit. I thought maybe Italian. I also don't want to eat super heavy because I leave in the morning. Oh my gosh, look how pretty this looks. My art bin. 1 of 2. Now I gotta go do my grays. But Ben, I asked Ben what he wanted for dinner, and then he's like, well, what do you want for dinner? And neither of us want to make a decision. Go figure. I'd be good with Taco Bell. I just love veggie lasagna. You made veggie and meat lasagna? What are you doing watching your live? Aren't you supposed to be spending time with your daughter before she leaves? Fold correct, please. I have a 3.5 hour. Is anybody flying tomorrow through DFW between the hours of 9 and 11 Central? Oh no, not 9, 11. 11 and 3 Central. Go out so you don't have to clean it up. I like that idea. Usually we bring it in. I was like, I wonder if anyone's going to be at the airport while I'm going to be at the airport for 3.5 hours. Come spend some time with me. I'll get you in. Oh man, dang it. That's the one thing sometimes I get overzealous and I shift my strips. Is anyone flying to Hawaii to do a Hawaiian tour with me in October? Where they're hiring tour guides they said, will you go on and do a tour for the shop? And I said, yeah, but I've never been to this island. I don't know anything about it. And the shop owner said, no, we're going to pay someone to take you and a group of people on tour in a bus or in a van, whatever, a tour bus. And I said, yes, I will do that. Are you kidding? How much fun is that? She said, I just want you to like blow up social media with it. I said, I can do that. I'm good at that. So if anyone wants to go on a Hawaiian tour, we're going in October. Oh, even having to walk around the table, love this. Sounds like the buzzards from Jungle Book. Oh my gosh, yes, we are definitely the buzzards from Jungle Book. That's so funny. That water is so weird tasting. I love it, but it's weird. Rub your mats. Get off your static. Does anyone have any questions for me? I feel like I haven't done questions in a while. Any Pro Stitcher questions that are appropriate for somebody cutting 2-inch squares? Is anyone doing the Pro Stitcher? Did any of you do my quilt along other than Carrie? Bueller. I'm going to really put binding on it. I'm going to do a flange binding. And I know Beth did it. She posted pictures of her quilting of it this morning. When are you coming to Canada? No plans. I'd love to. I think my neighbor got mad at me. We have a neighbor, and I was talking to him the other day, and he was saying stuff, and then he said something, and he kept saying, blah, 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 And I said, so where in Canada are you from? And he said, Calgary. And I don't know where your provinces are. I don't even know what their names are. It's horrible. But I thought one of our people were from Calgary, but I was incorrect. And he was fast to correct me that I was incorrect. Can you see me over there? I just got an email about my stay at the Hampton Inn, McPherson. I think that's where it is. I can't stand these not ironed. You're about to move. I have to open them. I guess I don't have to open them because I don't unfold them. I leave them on that seam. I didn't even think about that. We're moving. Oh, nice ceiling. How much power do I have? Oh, that's enough. How about the ceiling now? So now we've moved to the Laura Star. I have to wait for it to charge up. One thing with the Laura, you know that you get that really horrible center seam from a bolt. I know this bolt has been there for a while. When I bought it, I spritz it with water still, even though I have the Laura Star. I just kind of spritz my rows when I first get fabric with it. It just releases all that stuff. If it's new, like again, I knew this bolt had been there for a while because they told me. But when it's new, I don't feel like I have to do that. But if I have stuff that sits on my shelf for a long time that I know that I folded, and usually I press and they're not damp anymore because of the new iron. But usually while things are still a little bit damp, that's when I fold stuff. So I kind of set creases into all my fabric. So I probably don't have to do this, but it's heating up, so it's not like it hurts me any. But I'm loving my Laura's. Actually, the other part, like when I actually start putting this together, and you put it on that steam, the gridded fusible, I'm going to use that big, since my cutting board is now just like a big ironing board with the moisture barrier from Classy Creations. I will be able to just lay my stuff out, do my grids, iron right over the whole table and not have to move things around. I'm going to love it. I've been cutting my chain link pieces all day with the rotary cutter. I use my Anki quilt. I also only did 12 blocks. Oh, they look so good. I didn't make the huge one because I'm like, I don't need a huge quilt. I think this will end up being a quilt that goes in the dog crate. Because Ozzy has a crate, which he doesn't get put in anymore, but he still will go in and nap and everything. And I'm like, why couldn't you like the crate when you were supposed to be in it? Because he hated it when he was a puppy. Also, I learned this last week, and I think I said something the other day, but Laura Star never use distilled water. You can use like spring water, but never distilled. It needs the minerals to know that there's water in the boiler. They do have water filters on them too. It's weird because this is a different brand of fabric than the rest of the whole quilt, because the color that I needed is on back order everywhere and nobody can get it. I would say poor planning, but I don't do that. Oh my gosh, the edge of that fabric is getting soaked. This is a lot of strips. Almost there. Your well water would clog the irons. We have really a lot of calcium in our water, and I just use tap. I don't think it'll clog the iron. I think it will clog the filter. Oh, these misters are fabulous. I have them. They're all in my. I keep them in my bathroom when I'm not using them. But I have the same mister bottle for like my acorn spray. I was getting my hair cut, and I was telling the guy who cuts my hair, I'm like, oh, I have a sprayer like that. He's like, isn't it great? I said, yeah, it's fabulous. He's like, what do you use it for? I said, oh, we're quilters. We use everything. Well, now my table's all wet, and that's fine. Look at this piece. It was hanging over. The funny part is that you can see where my strips were laying. And then I just dry it off with my iron. It's still heating up. Questions, no questions. Sandy's well water is great, Carrie. You should go borrow hers. You guys, if there's no questions or anything, I think I might call it a day and do this so you don't have to just sit there and watch me ironing. Oh, how did I get into quilting? There was a question. I love it. Actually, I got into quilting. Oh, before we get into that, for those of you with the Lore Star, so talk more about the Hawaii thing. That's about all I know about the Hawaii thing, Rita, but we'll get back. So those of you with the Lore Star, because you have this really long tube that all your steam is shooting through, when you don't use it, when it turns off, when you leave, it will start collecting, the water will, condensation. It collects condensation on the interior, not on the exterior, but on the interior. I've noticed, and I've just noticed it because it's summer, I think, that from where my iron sits, where I'm standing, the AC vent blows right on it. And this is a vent that you can't close. Like it's just open, which is fine because I love it cold. What's a Lore Star? It's an iron Missy. So when I come back after I haven't used it in a while, the tube is very hot, or not very hot, but it gets warm, and then you don't use it. So you have to blow that tube out. Like if I came back 15 minutes later, I would just do a little shoot. But I want you to see the steam that's going to shoot out of this. So I have the steam system, but watch. Now, usually I don't have it shooting you're right next to my sewing machine. But it's going to shoot like that. It's going to sputter and it's going to spit water out when I first start. It only does it when I first start. And I think it's mostly doing it because I'm sitting right at the air conditioner unit. So the air conditioner is blowing. It's like takeoff. The air conditioner unit is cooling this, so the condensation is going to collect even worse. So I actually have a towel because it will shoot out water depending on how long it's been since I used it. I just used it about 2 hours ago, so it's not going to be too bad. But I blow it out, and then I'll let it sit for a few minutes again, and then blow it out until that water doesn't, or until the water kind of stops. This isn't even bad. Like I said, if it were 3 days or even a day, I might have water pouring, not pouring, but what it is that all the steam is blowing all of the air through the cord, and there's only one place to come out, so it's coming out the iron. So I keep a towel, and I just iron on the towel for a second. And you'll be able to see on your on the bottom when it stops, because then you don't see any more water. And it's a dry micro steam, so it's hot, but it's not burning me. Don't blow it at your face. People get mad when you do that. But this is the system. So the board, you can see the kind of top of the board here. I don't know if this will work. See how it floated up? And now it's going to suck back down. Also, hold on. So if I do this, see how the board is popping up and down? It has a fan. So basically, I had the fan blowing up. So as I iron, I'm kind of ironing on a cushion of air. And then usually I have it sucked down. If I have a really seam heavy block, I will blow it up and shoot that steam into it. And then the fan blows the steam back through it, almost like it's getting double steamed. And I will do that and then turn it to suck it down because it's just a button on the handle. And then once it sucks it down, I can, it holds it in place and you get a really, really flat set seam. So, and Laura Star's the special with Handy Quilter this month. So if you buy a Handy Quilter machine, you get a Laura Star. Are you able to disconnect the tubing and let it drain? It does not come out. I don't believe, because it's connected at the bottom. But I haven't had any issues with it. You know, it's not shooting out like rusty water or anything. I do once a month. I'll open it and flush the boiler with just some water. They give you everything so you can do that. Chris, I was 20 minutes late. Chris, we need to meet up at some point while you're still in the desert. Are you here full time? We need to do lunch or something. So, but the Laura Star is an iron company. They do steam generators and such. So this is the system. They call it the ironing system. It's a board and the iron and everything. You get just the iron, no board. I think the board is really the game changer. But I also have the iron in a cart. When we're both in town. Let's check our calendars for 2025. Shoot me a message and I will let you know when I'm around. And if it works, it works. We can do something. There's a few followers that live in town. Or at least come to town. And I have to say, like, I am somebody who, when I used to iron, I would press really hard, and not like press, but I would just push the iron down really hard because I felt like I needed to give it some more muscle. I don't know, and I don't feel like I'm doing it with this. And I was thinking about that earlier when I was ironing because I've had 44 colors, so I've done this with 44 strips. And now I'm adding 15 more. That's fun. You need to come back to Wisconsin. I'll be in Wisconsin. I'm not teaching, though. I'm going to be in Madison. Wayna was just there, wasn't she? Did you go to Wayna's class? I'll be at the Madison show with the girls. Or not with the girls, wrong shop. With Angie's crew, Angie and Rick's crew. I get to go to the Madison show and then go over the water and go to the Grand Rapids. Does it iron without steam? Yeah, this is no steam. This one, there's a certain line that it doesn't have a function to change the temperature. It's like the ideal temperature. They're made in Switzerland. I brought a Pro Stitcher a few months too soon. Pro Stitcher in April. Would have loved to get a Laura Star. Oh yeah, it would have been great. Although now you've had a few months to learn Pro Stitcher, so that's good, Susan. But yeah, the Laura Star offer is just started on the 4th. I don't even know when it runs to. That's how good I am. I'm on a different mindset. I actually just emailed handouts for my classes this week. I thought I sent them to the shop owner, but I sent them to a different shop, which I'm still going to. But I just people lots of events coming up in this last half of the year, and got things confused. It happens. Oh my gosh, Alexis! Once you get Pro Stitcher, you're going to be a demon. You guys, so behind me is Taco One. I think I'm going to sell him. At one point, I thought I was going to get like a studio space, which I still think I should because I don't have enough room here. But and I was like, well, I can keep one of the long arms here and put one at an 8-foot, because if I had 8-foot table in here, even a 10-foot table in here would make it so much easier than the 12. And then take the 12-foot frame and go into the studio space. I don't know what I'm going to do. Taco One for Ben. I think he'd pass. He'd say, I'll take the money. Can you get drag and drop right to save? And you can't get your drag and drop right to save your life. So Cynthia, I think that's the name. Wait. And does HQ take trade-ins in other brands of long arms? Handy Quilter doesn't do anything. Handy Quilter actually doesn't even sell the machines. They sell machines through retailers. So that's a retailer question. Where are you, Anna, where are you located? Cynthia, have you tried the needle down method of drag and drop? Delaware. I have to remember how all those things work. Where's my phone? I'm going to send a text message. Do you know any retailers in Delaware that take different brands in as trade? And I'm trying to get you that question. Are you planning to keep Bernina sewing machine or just? I'm definitely just using Churro. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Bernina, but I'm definitely just using Churro. Holy crap, what a difference. The few things I've done on it, I was even domestic machine quilting the other day on it. I just feel like a lot of stuff, and I have had Bernina my whole life. There's so many things on it, on the Janome, that like it comes with and that just makes sense. They're like, I miss my Bernina bobbin. I'm not going to lie. I love the Bernina bobbins being so big, but I feel like I always had issues going through thicker seams. I say it's the Bernina's dirty little secret, and it maybe was just me, but I feel like if I was doing like the letter to was it what letters to Sweden or something like that, where it's all of the half square triangles, or if you had flying geese coming into or trying to do a quarter square triangle, those types of blocks, I always felt like the machine got kind of hung up right at the intersection of the seams, and the Janome just powers right through the thing. So I am a big fan. of my M7. Like, love it. I love it to death. I haven't tried kneel down. Took your class at Patchwork class. If I got my machine, forgot my. Do I know anyone? I don't know anyone in Virginia. You might be able to post on Pro Stitcher Posse or like the Handy Quilter community page and see. You can ask the girls at Patchwork. One of them might come. I know that a lot of the people there have long arms and know how to use it. So I would go there first, especially if you got the machine there. Oh, I have, Randy, I have a lot of machines. Losing one wouldn't change anything. I actually have my travel machine sitting. Oh, it's in my bathroom at the moment. Ben has not sewn on churro. I actually asked him if he wanted to. He sews on the Bernina 880. So he's just pretty much set in his ways there. I gotta move this closer. I can hardly see. Give me a second. I have to find a table for it. Oh, that'll work. Ooh, I'm gonna need that. Oh, so much easier for me to see. All right, let me see. Cynthia, I would say check, since I am back up, check with the girls at the shop. See if one of them can help you, even if you can just go in and do it. But on the Pro Stitcher page, prostitcher.com, you can go and they have written handouts for the needle down method. It's not the way I do it. It's not the way that I prefer to do it. I do it only if I need things to be super specific, but it's a good starting point. And there's written directions on how to do it. So I think that would be your best bet. The M7 is great. Don't get rid of it so you have a place to practice. Ben has not sewn on it. I know MK. I wouldn't call us friends. We're acquaintances. I know her. I talk to her whenever I see her. Carrie's a new M7. Did you get it or are you getting it? Carrie's an M7 wannabe. How about that? Convert. She's going to be a convert. How about that? I had a baby lock brother, white singer. There's nothing as good as Joe in heaven. So the funny thing is, I actually sent a message to an acquaintance who has been a rep for multiple brands of sewing machines. And 6 months before I got the M7, I wanted one. I don't think this is going to give me a 20-inch cut or 20 pieces. This doesn't look like a 45. Measuring tape, where are you? You're on the floor somewhere. I think I hung you up. I thought I did, I swear. Measuring tape, where are you? I'll be back. I'm looking for a measuring tape, and I know it's on the floor somewhere. I don't know where it went. But I did fill up my water bottle. And I have a zipper tape from my zipper leaders, so I'm going to use this as a measuring tape. I'll be back, I promise. Maybe it is long enough. It just doesn't look like it's going to work. I don't have enough fabric for it not to be giving me all my fabric. So I have a friend who has repped multiple brands, is an educator across the board for sewing. And I reached out and I said, so I really want the Janome. What are your thoughts? Should I get it? You know, and he said, if I had, I just gave part of it away. It's a he. I said, he said, if I had a choice to buy any machine on the market, I would get the M7. He said, across the board, it's just the best machine out there for what it does. It is sewing only. That's like my Bernina that I got rid of. Also embroiders. So I think I'll keep it around because I have the embroidery option if I want to embroider stuff. Ben's also embroiders. I never got good with the 880. Hi Jacob. I felt accomplished yesterday. I got all the windows updated and finally gave. Oh my gosh, it does feel good whenever you do all those updates. I think I should have turned mine on and done the updates. I might do that. Hi Stephanie. I still love all my tables, especially the Omni one right at the moment. Well, I guess it's the Omni in conjunction with the single tier. It is making my life so much easier with that AccuQuilt. Even though I have to walk around the table, but I feel like I'm getting my steps. I'm getting my workout done. You know, I think I love to iron, which is weird. Nobody should say that. There's just something about having something so crispy. When you have the right tools, it is very rewarding. And does make, well, I mean, honestly, getting to chat with you all while I do my ironing is also very nice. I would also like somebody else to do all my ironing for me, but at this moment, I'm not dreading it. No, I like to iron. I think even when I was an accountant, I when I would do laundry for the dress shirts, because I would have my dress shirts, and then Ben and I actually could wear the same shirts, so I would wash them and then iron them all together, like at one time when I took them out, and I never minded it. Mm-hmm. Carrie, did you ask where Ben got that eyelet shirt? It's from Mr. Turk, which is the men's side of Trina Turk, who is like a resort wear designer. She's where I get all my fabulous clothes. She's what I'll be wearing on the cruise. I'll probably take her to Hawaii too. It's dry clean only. So, well, most of it's dry clean. We have 2 more. Oh, I have to read this text. Anne, are you still here? Or Anna, are you still here? I have your answer. If you're still here, oh, yeah, there you are. Hi, Anna. Okay, so there's 2 retailers in Delaware. One is Blue Hen something, and I don't think that they do, but Hayes does sell multiple brands, so they might do a trade. Springwater Designs in Columbia, Maryland might do a trade, and maybe someone in Virginia, but this person doesn't know the Virginia stuff. So there's your answer. I hope that helps. I would just honestly, if you go to the Handy Quilter, you can check retailers near you and see how far you're willing to drive, and just call them and say, hey, I have this. I want to trade. Will you do it? I know some of the shops I've worked with will do it, and some others won't. It just depends how they're set up and what their kind of vision is. The side of trades that people don't understand is that when somebody has a smaller retail location, they have to store that machine until they sell it or whatever happens to it. So a lot of people don't want to deal with them because of that. So I hope one of them will do it for you. That would be awesome. If you want to try selling it yourself, I think there's a group on Facebook, long arms and accessories for sale, or long arms for sale or something. And you can post it there and see if you get any bites. I feel like I've gotten nothing done today, even though I've got a ton done today. And, it's the thing when you have 47 things on the list of stuff to get done and you only get to 4, it feels like you didn't get anything done, but you still got those 4 things done. Oh my gosh. That was my 15 strips. Now back to the other place. I kind of like this height. I need to find something to put this on. Facebook Quilters Classifieds. Oh. Ooh. Now we're back over here. I should plug in my phone. I was going to plug in that. I was going to make a video of me cutting all these blue things. Let me see if I can manage this. One moment, please. Actually, I think I might cut it so I can go do these blue things, because then I can just use my phone. I'm going to jet, guys. Thanks for spending some time with me, even though it was just me ironing. You're crazy. Y'all are crazy. Mickey and I, like I said, are in McPherson. I'm going to try to do some lives with her and stuff this week. So we'll do what we can. I don't promise anything. I'm looking forward to seeing some of you. I know some of you are going to be in classes in the next few weeks or shows coming up. Just be nice. We'll see you in the next one. At the end of the day, it's just quilting. Love everybody. And yeah, go make something. Post it and tag me. Bye, guys.